If you're over 60 and you've flown in the last year, you almost certainly overpaid. And here's the part that stings. Nobody at the airport told you. Not the agent at check-in, not the person who sold you the ticket online, not a single sign on a single wall. The truth is, airlines, airports, and even the TSA have programs, discounts, and courtesies built specifically for senior travelers. But here's why you've never heard of them. They're designed as ask-only benefits. They exist in internal policy manuals, in training documents, in systems that only activate when you say the right words to the right person. And every time a senior doesn't ask, the company saves money. In this video, we're revealing 7 travel perks that are available to you right now, but only if you know what to say. And tip number 4 could save you $80 on a single purchase that then pays for itself for the rest of your life. Most people have no idea it even exists. But before we get into it, tap that like button and hit subscribe so you never miss another video that puts money back in your pocket. Let's get started. Tip number 1, ask for a senior fare when booking your flight. Most seniors go online, search for a flight, see the price, and pay it. Why wouldn't you? It's the listed price. But what most travelers don't realize is that airlines like American Airlines, United, and Delta offer senior fares, typically for passengers 65 and older, that are 10 to 15% lower than the standard price. The problem is, they hide them. On American Airlines, you have to click into the advanced search menu and specifically select senior as your passenger type. On Delta and United, you often have to call the reservation line directly because the discounted fares don't even show up on the website. So here's what to say when you call. I'm a senior. Do you have a senior fare available for this route? On a $400 domestic ticket, that one sentence can save you $40 to $60 instantly. And if you're an AARP member, you unlock even more. British Airways offers AARP members $65 to $200 off select flights. An AARP membership costs about $16 a year, which means one single booking pays for the membership several times over. The savings are real. You just have to ask for them. Now let's talk about the part of flying that nobody enjoys. Security. You're standing in a long line, shoes in one hand, laptop in the other, belt already off, trying to shuffle forward while juggling everything you're carrying. For travelers over 50, this is consistently rated one of the most stressful parts of the entire trip. But here's what almost nobody knows. The TSA has a free program called TSA Cares that was designed specifically to help senior travelers, people with medical conditions, and anyone who needs a little extra support getting through the screening process. And when I say free, I mean completely free. No membership, no application fee, no documentation required. Here's how it works. At least 72 hours before your flight, you call the TSA Cares helpline at 855-787-2227. You say this: I'm a senior traveler and I'd like to request TSA Cares assistance for my upcoming flight. That one call sets everything in motion. When you arrive at the airport, a trained passenger support specialist will be assigned to guide you through the entire screening process. And if you're 75 or older, the benefits go even further. You can keep your shoes on, you can keep your light jacket on, and if standing for the body scanner is difficult, you can request to be screened while seated. That 30-minute stressful ordeal most people dread, it turns into a calm, guided 10-minute process where someone is with you every step of the way. Now, you're through security, but the terminal stretches out ahead of you. Your gate is a 15-minute walk away, and your knees are already reminding you it's been a long day. Here's what to ask next. Tip number 3, ask for free wheelchair or cart service. Walk up to any airline employee at check-in or at the gate and say this: I need wheelchair assistance to my gate, please. That's it. Under the Air Carrier Access Act, airlines are legally required to provide free wheelchair or cart assistance to any passenger who needs help with mobility from the curb all the way to your seat on the plane and from the plane to baggage claim when you land. no doctor's note, no proof of disability, no charge. This isn't a favor they're doing for you. It's federal law. The airline is required to provide it promptly once you identify yourself as someone who needs assistance. And yet, millions of seniors struggle through massive terminals every year simply because they didn't know they could ask. Remember at the start of this video when I told you that tip number 4 could save you $80 on a single purchase that pays for itself for the rest of your life? This is it. And I promise you, most people have never heard of this. It's called the America the Beautiful Senior Lifetime Pass. And it might be the best deal in the entire country for anyone over 62. Here's the problem it solves. National parks charge entrance fees. Yellowstone costs $35 per vehicle. The Grand Canyon is also $35. Yosemite the same. A senior couple visiting just 3 parks in a single year spends over $100 on entrance fees alone. And that's before you pay for camping or boat launches or any other activity inside the park. Now here's the part that changes everything. For a one-time payment of $80, any United States citizen or permanent resident age 62 or older gets a pass that covers entrance fees at over 2,000 federal recreation sites for the rest of their life. Not for 1 year, not for 5 years, for life. National parks, national forests, wildlife refuges, monuments, all of them. And the pass doesn't just cover entrance fees, it also gives the pass holder a 50% discount on things like camping, swimming, and boat launches. One camping trip with that discount can save you enough to cover the full cost of the pass. So what do you say to get it? Walk up to any visitor center at a participating federal recreation site and say this: I'd like to purchase a senior lifetime pass. Please bring a photo ID that shows your age, and you'll walk out with the pass in your hand that same day. No waiting. And here's a bonus most people miss. As of 2026, you can also buy a digital version through recreation.gov. It saves right to your phone and works the same day you buy it. No waiting for anything to arrive in the mail. And if you happen to have an old Golden Age passport from years ago sitting in a drawer somewhere, bring it to any park. They'll exchange it for the new Senior Lifetime Pass for free. $80, over 2,000 sites, for the rest of your life. That's less than the cost of one nice dinner out, and it opens the door to every corner of this country's most beautiful places. This pass doesn't just save money, it's an invitation to explore. So far, we've covered how to save on your flight, breeze through security, get help in the terminal, and unlock a lifetime of free access to national parks. But the savings don't stop at the airport. Let's talk about what happens when you land and walk up to the rental car counter. Tip number 5. Ask for the senior rate on rental cars. Rental car prices have gone up sharply in the last few years. A standard weekly rental can easily run $300 or more, but what most seniors don't realize is that nearly every major rental company offers an age-based or membership-based discount. They just don't mention it unless you bring it up first. Hertz has a program called Hertz 50 Plus that gives travelers over 50 up to 20% off base rates. Thrifty runs the Silver Club for renters over 50 with a 5% discount on time and mileage charges. And if you're an AARP member, Avis and Budget offer 25 to 35% off through your membership. These discounts are often stackable with loyalty programs, which means the savings can go even deeper. So, when you step up to the counter, say this: do you have a senior rate or an AARP discount available for my rental? On a $300 weekly rental, that one question can save you anywhere from $30 to over $100. You've got your flight booked, you've got your car reserved, and you've saved on both. But there's one more place where most seniors leave money on the table and don't even realize it: the hotel front desk. Tip number 6. Ask for a senior discount at hotel check-in. Most seniors book their hotel online and assume the price they see is the final price. But many hotel chains, including Marriott, Best Western, Choice Hotels, and IHG, offer senior rates for guests 55 and older. The catch is these rates are often buried on the website or hidden behind loyalty program logins. Front desk staff, on the other hand, are usually authorized to apply them right there on the spot. Here's what to say. I'm over 60. Do you have a senior rate or any available discounts for my stay? Seniors who combine age-based rates with loyalty programs can save $30 to $45 per night. On a 5-night trip, that adds up to $150 to $225 back in your pocket. One small tip though, always ask the front desk to compare the senior rate against any seasonal promotions they're running. Sometimes a limited time deal actually beats the senior discount. The best rate is the one that saves you the most, so let them check both. Now for the last tip on our list, and honestly, this one might change the way you think about travel altogether, because sometimes the biggest savings don't come from getting a discount on a flight. They come from skipping the flight entirely. Tip number 7, ask Amtrak for the senior discount before you book a single flight. Most seniors default to flying without ever considering the alternative. And I get it, flying feels faster. But think about what flying actually involves. You drive to the airport, park the car, wait in line, go through security, walk to your gate, sit in a cramped middle seat for 3 hours, wait for your bags, and then find your way to the hotel. By the time you arrive, you're not just tired, you're exhausted. Now, picture this instead. You walk into a train station, step onto a spacious seat with legroom you didn't have to pay extra for, and watch the countryside roll past your window for a few hours. No security screening, no removing your shoes, no fighting for overhead bin space. And here's the part most people don't know. Amtrak offers a 10% discount to every traveler 62 and older on most routes. When you book online, just select senior as your passenger type. When you book by phone, simply say this: I'm 62 or older. Can I get the senior discount on this route? But the savings go beyond the ticket price. Amtrak lets you bring up to 2 carry-on bags and 2 personal items at no charge. Checked bags, also free up to 2. Compare that to airlines where a single checked bag can cost you $30 to $35 each way. On a round trip, that's $60 to $70 in baggage fees alone that you never have to pay on a train. We've heard from viewers who switched a 4-hour flight to a scenic Amtrak route and told us it was the best travel decision they ever made. Not because they saved money, although they did, but because they arrived feeling relaxed instead of drained. They had room to stretch out. They watched mountains and rivers pass by instead of staring at the back of a headrest. Sometimes saving big isn't just about the number on the receipt. It's about arriving at your destination feeling like the trip has already begun instead of feeling like you survived something. And for seniors who have the flexibility to choose when and how they travel, the train is one of the best kept secrets out there. Let's bring it all together. In this video, you learned 7 things you can say that could save you hundreds of dollars and make every trip smoother, more comfortable, and more enjoyable. Ask for senior fares when booking your flight and save 10 to 15% before you even leave home. Ask for TSA, CARES assistance before your trip, and turn security screening from a stressful ordeal into a calm, guided experience. Ask for free wheelchair or cart service at the airport because it's not a favor, it's your right under federal law. Ask for the $80 senior lifetime pass to national parks and get free access to over 2,000 sites for the rest of your life. Ask for the senior rate on rental cars and keep $30 to $100 in your pocket every time you pick up a vehicle. Ask for senior discounts at hotel check-in and save up to $45 a night that the website never showed you. And ask Amtrak about their senior discount before you book a flight, because sometimes the best trip is the one where you actually enjoy getting there. Every single one of these perks exists right now. They're in the system. They're in the policy manual, they're programmed into the computer at the check-in desk, they're waiting for you. The only thing standing between you and hundreds of dollars in savings is one sentence, one question, one moment where you look the person behind the counter in the eye and simply ask. So next time you're at the airport, the rental counter, the hotel front desk, or the train station, don't be shy. Ask. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 tips are you going to try first on your next trip? Have you ever asked for a senior discount and been surprised by what you got? Drop a comment below. I read every single one, and I love hearing your stories. And if this video saved you even one idea, even one tip you didn't know about before, do me a small favor. Hit that like button. It takes half a second and it helps this video reach more seniors who could use these same savings. Then share it with a friend, a spouse, a family member, anyone over 60 who deserves to know what's available to them. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe. We post new videos every week with travel tips designed specifically for seniors. You've worked hard your whole life. You've earned the right to travel well. These perks are just the world's way of making that a little bit easier. Now go out there and enjoy the trip.